Green countryside, the royal castle, bank holidays, the London Eye. What's not to love about the UK? Well, I'll tell you what. You see, all that glitters is not gold after all. Here are 10 reasons why you should never move to the UK. Number 10, rainy days. When you're moving to the UK, make sure you pack a suitcase full of coats. Britain is not exactly known for its bright and sunny days. Winter lasts longer here as compared to other countries. You can expect chilly winds and snow from November to March every year. With the changing climate, the duration can change, so be prepared for short days and long nights. During these months, the sun rises every day at about 7 or 8 a.m. and then sets around 4 p.m. Fortunately, that only means you can appreciate the summers with the rest of the Brits. The country truly comes alive then. You see a lot more people on the streets. The beaches and parks are packed with people looking to make the most of the sunshine. You might want to put in a leave for vacation and go explore the sights. Number 9, high cost of living. Moving to the UK can take a toll on your bank account, and I just don't mean the whole immigration part. Living in the UK is not cheap. Housing prices, food costs, and utilities, all of them cost a pretty penny, especially in big cities like London. In fact, the cost of living has increased in neighboring cities as well, as many immigrants opt to establish their homes there to escape the high expenses of London. But don't worry, it's not a completely hopeless situation. You can settle somewhere up north of England to bring down expenses. These seemingly undesirable towns make for budget-friendly getaways. Number 8, private education. One of the UK's redeeming qualities is the education system. Anyone in the country can send their kid to a public school free of cost, including expats. So if you have kids, then you can put all your worries to rest. There's just one teeny tiny problem. The standard of education is not the same everywhere. What's more, there's an overflow of students at these institutions, and naturally, the system focuses on nourishing local students, so your child may not get the education that he or she needs. Number 7, difficulty opening a bank account. Another reason to not move to the UK is the difficulties in opening a bank account. Even though setting up a bank account is essential, doing so in the UK is not a piece of cake. As a foreigner, you'll be asked for a long list of documents, including your visa, proof of your residence status, and means of identification. And even if you check all the boxes, there's no guarantee that UK banks will give you an account. You see, UK banks are very serious about who gets an account and who doesn't. These measures are in place to bring down cases of fraud in the country. Of course, the policies work, but they also put a dent in people's plans who have no such intentions in the first place. Unfortunately, there's no workaround here. You're just going to have to apply and keep your fingers crossed. Also, a word of advice, even when you do get a bank account, you'll have to put up with higher transaction charges while using cash machines as a foreigner. Number 6, unimpressive traditional cuisine. If there's one thing that the UK is not known for, it's the cuisine. Compared to countries like India and France, the local food here simply cannot compete. Unless you're a fish and chips fan and have a thing for dining like the Victorians every breakfast, that is. There is also a lot of beer to go around, but that's about it. Most expats complain about the food being bland, and they're not wrong. Fortunately, the UK's seen a lot of immigrants over the years, and these people made sure to bring their traditions and culture along with them. So you can find small restaurants offering international cuisine at every other street corner. Some Michelin-starred restaurants are worth dining in. Number 5, competitive job market. Many people move to the UK for work, and they're not wrong to do so. The Brits are known for strong labor laws and generous employee benefits. You're going to end up a capitalist slave working a 9-to-5 anyway, so you might as well be happy while doing it. Every UK worker can enjoy a minimum leave of 20 days every year. And I haven't even added in the sick leaves or parental leaves. Unfortunately, there are a lot of folks who have the same idea. The UK government granted 98,571 work visas in 2022 alone. With so many people migrating to the UK, the job market has grown quite competitive. All those job offers with good salaries go to the most skilled of the skill, and if you don't fall into that category, well then good luck job hunting. Number 4. Expensive housing. Like the rest of the world, the UK has a ridiculously expensive real estate market. Buying property or renting a house in a well-established neighborhood like London is out of the question for most people, even the locals. According to the latest stats, the median average salary for full-time workers in the UK is £33,000. But even with that figure, owning a house is a pipe dream for most Brits. And even if folks do end up finding a house, they're going to spend the next 25 years paying off their mortgage. There's a high chance that those lucky enough to own property probably acquired it through inheritance. But then again, if you dream of owning your place, you can find affordable housing in neighboring cities. That said, renting is an entirely different story. Be prepared for some lengthy paperwork. Also, different landlords might have different requirements that you'll have to meet. Number 3. Strict visa policy. Perhaps the biggest reason to put off any plans to move to the UK is the strict visa policy. The land of the rose is not exactly welcoming to foreigners. If it's your first time traveling to the country, then get ready for a painfully long visa process. People with work visas need to apply 6 weeks in advance. And don't even get me started about the hurdles people moving to the UK have to put up with. It's an entirely different story. If you've got any kinks that you need to iron out with your documents, then I suggest you get started with the visa process even before the 6-week time period. Brexit has only complicated things. Since January of 2020, the UK is no longer part of the EU, which has only added hurdles to traveling between Great Britain and EU countries. I'm talking about unexpected delays with your visa processing and unforeseen bureaucratic loopholes. The pandemic and shifting political landscape have only added to the problem, because guess what? The UK is now granting fewer visas than before. The Home Office granted 2,836,490 visas in 2022. That is 11% fewer than pre-pandemic grants in 2019. Safe to say, it's a grueling process, but it's not like the UK has completely shut its borders to foreigners. You can still move to the UK, provided you're willing to put up with the complicated visa process. Number 2. Unreliable train system. When it comes to a reliable railroad system, the UK is far behind Japan. Don't get me wrong, the country has the infrastructure for it, but it still can't compete. 5 times out of 10, the train just won't arrive on time. There are frequent delays owing to weather conditions and maintenance work. This is why some people will book their tickets months in advance. And don't even get me started on the ticket prices. The UK is the most expensive country by far in terms of single travel with tickets booked on the day of the journey. Folks are required to pay £30 to travel from London's Paddington Station to Oxford. According to a survey by the Trades Union Congress, rail fares rose by 46% over the past 10 years in the UK. You can buy a rail card to reduce train expenses. Number 1. Crumbling healthcare system. Lastly, the top reason for not moving to the UK is the crumbling healthcare system. Now, hear me out. The country offers some of the most exceptional healthcare services. In fact, the National Healthcare Service, or NHS for short, held the title of the world's best healthcare system for 7 years. The country prides itself in providing free healthcare to all UK citizens and foreigners alike. This way, UK folks don't have to worry about paying medical expenses, even in case of emergencies. Foreigners might have to pay an IHS surcharge to avail of these services, but once you do, you're good to go. The only drawback is that there's a long waiting list, and I mean long. Residents have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to get in the same room as a GP or a consultant. And if by any chance you're looking for a specialist, then be prepared for an even longer waiting time. GP availability varies, so you can't really predict when a slot will become available. In December of 2021, a jaw-dropping 54,000 people in England had to wait more than 12 hours for an emergency admission. Mind you, this number was zero before the pandemic hit. Add in the lack of funds and frequent strikes, and suddenly it makes a lot of sense why the UK's healthcare system was bumped down to 4th position on the 2021 list of worldwide best healthcare systems. Given the circumstances, many UK residents opt for private healthcare services, but they don't come in cheap either. And that wraps it up. What do you think about moving to the UK? Let us know in the comments down below, and if you like this video, do us a solid and smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you'll be the first to know about upcoming content. And buckle up, folks, because there's a lot we have in store for you.